Welcome to the Footywrap for round 18. It's a week when we've seen a lot of jockeying, Paul, haven't we?
We have.
In the top 8.
We've seen more jockeying than Royal Ascot on a Sunday afternoon.
You haven't got a piece of paper today.
No.
Haven't you done your research?
All up here. Is Royal Ascot even a...
You'll be able to tell us who's 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th in the 8th then?
Bingo, off the top.
Go for it.
5th position, I think it's either Sydney or Kangaroos. I know that St Kilda's in there somewhere and Collingwood's 8th. So
the Kangaroos are actually 5th, yes. They cemented their spot in the top 8 this week by defeating Brisbane. That was a little bit unexpected. Have they finally earned your respect?
Yes.
Because that's what they crave. They crave respect.
Do you think that they might be underneath the radar?
We
live underneath the
I think radar. They are underneath the radar.
Yeah.
But now I think they've emerged as a top 4 contender.
Remember that bit of the song?
The other team, Adelaide, beat Carlton. That was a big game.
They're back.
They may have ended once and for all, I think, Carlton's chance at making the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see this bit of footage by Brendan Favola kicked 5 goals? Have a look at the goal umpire here. He actually tripped him up.
Yeah.
And then did not bring the ball back.
It was a field umpire.
Yeah.
You said a goal umpire.
A field umpire.
Jesus,
sorry.
the goal umpire running that far for a goal. Yeah.
That's right. Do you think that's a horrible effort by the umpire, or do you think...
Yeah. The play should have stopped, and then there should have been a free kick given.
He's muffed that up, hasn't he?
I think he has.
But the thing is, we've got to be forgiving of umpires.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's not the kind of job you'd want to do.
No, it's not.
Well, in fact, we need to think of a way to make it more attractive. I think for
they got to sex it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do? Is it the outfield?
You got to give them some bitches. I think.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Speaking of cementing their position, Paul, Geelong cemented their spot on top of the ladder with a massive win over Richmond.
Yep.
Richmond had been in really good form, and I know you tipped them to win this
game.
I
did. I thought Richmond would win this game.
Yeah, they were handed their ass by Geelong. Mm-hmm. Did you see Harry Taylor warming up in the change rooms? Yeah. This is incredible footage. Have a look at this.
Not that incredible.
It's like he's juggling. And they must do it to get their motor skills in action.
Yeah.
But to be able to do that with that many balls at that pace is just unbelievable.
Not that hard.
Incredible. Well, I bet you couldn't do it.
Well, I could.
There's another bit of footage from...
Because I used to actually be a clown before I worked with you.
That's right. Yeah. You used to be a spruiker, didn't you?
I could... No, I did a bit of bit of that. Where'd you get that? Hello? I just brought one of my old work bags in. Just professional clown. Oh, excuse me.
That's just silly. We saw the Brisbane Lions also employing something which looks something like smelling salts. Now they're all having a bit of a sniff here of something. What do you reckon that would be? Would it be smelling salts or oxygen? What are you doing?
Sorry, I just
do you do balloon sculpting?
Well, Harry Taylor can
really
do a bit of that.
What can you make?
The great thing about, when you make a balloon animal is at the end of the day, everything just sort of looks like a poodle.
Right.
So you just do a poodle with a long neck and...
Could you make a Western Bulldog?
Yeah, I can make... Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Here we go.
That looks like a good. That's great. We also saw... Oh, Jesus!
It's a magic show. That's all I do.
Please tell me next time you're doing pyrotechnics. We also saw Jason Ackermanis with the tennis racket.
Yeah, that's right.
So, do you think this is all... You really got to get a real job. You know that? Is this the Demtel one?
No, not at all. Just pretend I'm not here.
Okay, Jason Ackermanis used the tennis racket to warm up. We've seen the juggling. Mm-hmm. What is the next thing we're going to see from AFL footballers in terms of warming up?
Maybe scarf tricks. Whoa! Ta-da! Anyway, next segment.
My God, I'm still picking glitter out of my hair. Sorry. It was a weekend for power forwards, Paul.
Oh, it certainly was.
We saw Brendan Favola kick 5 goals for Carlton.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the Buddy Show. In fact, we literally had front row tickets to the Buddy Show on Friday night.
The greatest show on earth.
He kicked 8 goals 6.
Yeah.
Which was the exact margin of Collingwood's loss.
Yeah, exactly.
Inflicted by Buddy himself.
Do you think that given the fact that Buddy's kicking so many points as well, that perhaps he could have a system where he, What?
You've run this idea past me about 10 times. You're like a dog with a bone.
He could cash in.
You're like a magician without his wand.
He could go down to the AFL. He could say, look, I've kicked 67 points. That's 11 goals and 1 point. Can I knock that on my tally? Hey, presto,
goal kicking is goal kicking. Points that's bad. Bad kicking is bad football.
Yeah, but it's still accumulating points on the board.
No. It's 100 goals, not 100 equivalent points.
Well, just an idea.
Yeah, well, it's a bad one. So
do you think that game...
Can we let this go now?
Yeah, right.
Matthew Lloyd kicked 8 goals in a magnificent return to form. And I think he took the mark, which is going to win him Mark of the Year. Yeah? Yeah, I reckon he'll be driving that car for 1 year.
Yeah, did you heard that? They don't get to take the car home.
No, they lease it for a year and then they have to give it back.
Yeah.
There's some big games coming up in round 19.
Well, there's a mini-final.
You love mini-finals, don't you?
I do.
You love using that word.
I love it when Ricky Olorenshaw says that this is just like a mini-final down here. Yeah. When that's not the right terminology, because you would say this is just like
this is a
final or this is a mini-final. Yeah. Ricky, there's no such thing as a mini-final.
The mini-finals, as I see this weekend, are going to be Collingwood versus St Kilda.
Yes.
And is it Richmond versus Adelaide?
Correct.
Yeah, big trouble for whoever doesn't win either of those games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brisbane are on the slide a bit though.
Yeah.
There's teams going up the ladder and teams going down the ladder. And that's much like life.
It is really.
Some people are on the up escalator and some people are on the down one. And some people are on the up one and they're standing in the right-hand lane when they should be over the left side.
True.
People who are in a hurry to get to the top, like us, should be able to get straight up there.
And sometimes...
I'm not talking about Andy Marr, that's just a metaphor for life.
And sometimes you don't know if you're on the top until you look down.
And you realise, look at all those people beneath me.
Yep.
Getting 50, 60 hits on YouTube. And here we are.
Oh, that was very self-indulgent.
Let's go out with a bang.
Yeah. Here we go. Good. Signal. Woo! What? No, I thought it was the cue. This is smoking. Should I not have inhaled this?
I'm going to go turn off the fire alarm.
I didn't know it was loaded. Said the actress to the bishop.